So what's up, everybody? It's your boy Jonathan, as usual, and today I am going to review some YouTube videos that were kind of weird and crazy, and it's related to what we've been talking about, dating and social skills and stuff. All right, so the first video I want to review it was by a pickup artist, and basically he was saying the reason you don't get women is because you're a weirdo, right? And I was watching the video and hear him talk, and it's like, okay, so don't you think it's a little weird to go around sleep with a different woman every night? And don't you think it's weird to go and teach about how to sleep with different women every night? I think that's weird. Plus, do you even have a job? Like, seriously, because it's like you want to sit here and talk about have all this time to figure out how to get a woman into bed that night with you. It's like, don't you do anything else in your life? You know what I'm saying? And plus, you're a weirdo because you can't keep a woman around. Like, okay, so where's your girlfriend? You're talking about hooking up with a different girl every night. But it's like, why one hasn't stick around? Oh, that's right, because the guy making the video talking about weirdos is a weirdo himself. Duh. So you got to remember that. I think that guy's a weirdo. And I'll make fun of him for a second. It looks like he's the type of guy that walks around to the nightclub passing around the STDs. So that was wrong. But look, don't follow any pickup artists like we talk about on this channel all the time. Find somebody who can teach you how to get one woman, one relationship, marry her, make some babies, and have a good life, and that's it. You don't need to be sleeping with a million different women every night. And so the guy teaching you that and telling you you're a weirdo because you're not doing that is a weirdo himself, because he can't get a girl to stay around, okay? He's a weirdo. The next video I saw was about this guy. He was basically talking about incels, and he was saying the reason why incels, are becoming violent and shooting up people is because they don't know how to take rejection and they don't understand the word no. And I think that's totally BS. I think the reason why they're going crazy and doing things like that is because in our society, right, women have cell phones, women have dating websites, women have social media. They have men at their fingertips. That's why there's 40,000 incels right now who can't get a woman, because women are getting much more pickier because of technology. And so this guy didn't address that, right? He's just saying you need to man up and learn how to just take no and move on to the next girl. But you're actually not teaching these guys any skills to actually find a girlfriend and find a wife by just saying move on to the next girl. You're not actually teaching them anything, okay? And the reason why they can't accept no is not just because they're a little woman or a little girly and they can't just accept somebody no. It's the fact that they don't feel they have any other options, and they're trying to get a hard no because they know because of technology and cell phones it's going to be extremely hard for them to find somebody. And it's just the way it is, and we got to teach people how to work through that, okay? And like I always talk about type spotting, focus on women who are more likely to give you a chance. And that's it. That's all you got to do. All right, so the next video I wanted to review was like a mix of just incel clips. And I thought some of these were a bit interesting and some of them were hilarious. So the first one I was watching was this guy, and he was basically in his otaku room. He had anime all over the place, anime this, anime that. And he was wearing an ugly Christmas sweater and a Santa Claus hat and singing some song in a weird voice, right? Obviously, he was playing around. So what I would have to say to that guy is I don't know how he acts outside of that situation. He didn't talk about anything about girls. He didn't even say anything. He just sang this weird song. So obviously, that's all an isolated incident. So I don't know what he does outside of there, but as long as he doesn't wear, ugly Christmas sweaters and Santa Claus hats and sing weird songs on the street, I think he's fine. Even if he is an otaku and has an otaku room, I think, he still has a chance to get a girlfriend. It's just once he finds one, he's just got to figure out a way to clean up his house, because a woman goes into that room and she's gonna run, basically. So that's what I gotta say about that video. Then I saw another incel, and he was a big guy, around 300, 400 pounds. He was really big. And he had long hair, long shaggy hair under like this baseball hat from a really old streetwear company that I don't even think they really make clothes like that anymore. I think it was like LGR or something like that. And then RLG, whatever you call it. It has a symbol of a tree or something. And then he had some weird bright graphic t-shirt that I couldn't even tell what it was. It just looked weird on his body. And yeah, and then he was talking about, I only want the hottest girls. You know, is it that much to ask because I want the hottest girls? And I'm looking at him, and it's like, you know, look how you're look at yourself. Do you really think a hot girl is just gonna drop all the other dudes competing with her for you? Like, look at how you're dressed. Look at how you carry yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's number one, type spotting. He needs to go and find girls that are going to accept his energy and not sit there and complain because the hot girls don't want him. That's number one. Number two is clean yourself up and be a man. Okay, so here's the thing. I know it's hard to lose weight. I don't know his circumstances or what his medical issue is. And that's fine, because I've seen big men with women. But you can cut your hair, okay? You don't have to wear a baseball hat from an old streetwear company like you're some, you know, little boy. Be a man. You said you were 22. Be a man. Take the baseball hat off your head. You know, cut your hair, like I said. Get rid of that crazy graphic tee. You know what I'm saying? A plain t-shirt will be fine, like a gray or black t-shirt is all good. You can even throw on a collared shirt, like a polo or a button-up. You know, it's all good. You can even put in a little color. I wear color, but at the end of the day, it's kind of like, you know, like I said, you're dressed like a little kid, and then you're not even taking care of your own grooming. You don't even cut your hair, and then you're complaining that you really, really, really want a hot girl. It's like, so then to get a hot girl, you have to match her by being a hot guy. And you could go to the gym. It may take a while to lose weight, and that's fine. So I'm not going to push the weight thing because it does take a long time. I've tried it before. But, you know, you could clean yourself up. And like a t-shirt is like $5 at a hip hop store. You can go to any hip hop store and get a t-shirt for $5. Okay, it is not that serious. You know, I go to this Dominican place who cut my hair for like $10. Like, so that's $15. It is not that serious. Okay, so now I want to talk about the last video. It was a little bit kind of like, it was this older black guy, and he had a full beard and everything, and then he had like on this full sports outfit. He had the jersey and the base, like a basketball jersey and a basketball hat on, and he had glasses, and he wasn't a bad looking guy. But then he was talking about how every time he looks at the woman, she gets this nasty look, and how every time he doesn't even feel like approaching women because they look at him like this. Well, it's like, if you want a wife or a girlfriend, you have to approach somebody. But here's the thing that maybe he doesn't realize, and I think it's the same thing with the last guy, because this guy in the last video looked at about in his 30s, and what was peculiar about the video is he didn't seem like he was going to no sports event. So it's kind of like you're dressed in an entire sports outfit, you know, from head to toe, looking like a rap video from the early 2000s. It's like, you know, like I said, be a man, you know, figure it out. You can clean yourself up. I mean, you got money to afford that whole sports fit. You act like you can't afford a regular shirt. You know what I'm saying? A regular baseball hat, you know, like. So that's my opinion on those videos. You know, I just think people need to be cool, dress nice and neat and clean to present themselves well. dress like men. And yeah, you can find a wife and you can find a girlfriend. And what do we talk about on this channel all the time? No hooking up. We're not hooking up with a million women at once. We're not doing all of that. The point of this is to keep it kosher, find a wife, have children, have a dog, a house with a picket fence or whatever, okay? So this is Jonathan. I'll probably be making another video later today. Anyway, I'm out. Peace.